wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing. Keep your words naked.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to do this Pastel Carnival Carousel inspired look for EDC Vegas 2017. So if you want to see how I got a unicorn on my cheek and got glitter everywhere, keep on watching. Alright, so as you can maybe tell or maybe not tell, I already have my base on. I used primer and foundation and concealer, a little bit of setting powder, and that was it. You can basically do that however you want to, using whatever products you like. I will list the products I used in the description, but it really doesn't matter because everyone has different skin anyways. So let's move on to eyes, the next step. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I'm blind as all heck, so I'm sorry if this isn't very good. This is just how I do my makeup on a daily basis because I have to get the mirror like right here so I can actually see what I'm doing. But the first thing I'm doing is using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it on our eyes, obviously, right? Alright, instead of using a matte cream shadow, I like to use my Tonymoly Cat's Wink Powder Pact in number 1 and just press that on my eyelids to set it. I don't know why I do this. I saw someone do it on YouTube once and I'm gonna start doing that, and I just do. So that's, yeah. Alright, so first things first, we want to do our crease shades. So I'm taking the Don't Quit Your Daydream palette by Tarte, and we're just gonna be taking, no, not that one, this one on the very end here, and buffing that into the crease. This is a Spectrum B06 brush. I got it in the Bombshell collection, if anyone's curious about brushes too. And just buff that into the crease. Alright, when you're all done with that and you're happy with the blended, which it doesn't really need to be that great, we're just laying down the shades so that the bright ones don't look weird. We're going to take Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I'm taking the shade Gossip right here. You can use any pink shade you want, honestly. Same blending brush. And we're going to put that all along the crease where we put the brown. Alright, once you're done with all that, we're going to go back into the same palette and take this purple sketch right here. Same brush because I'm lazy and I don't own a lot of brushes. We're going to put that in more focused on the outer corner, the outer V, but we're still going to blend it like we're buffing the color in. We really want to get a good blend. Make sure if you're unlike me and you actually have eyelids, you're going to get like the outer half of your eye with the purple too. Alright, so now once you're done with that, we're going to take this shade Faded right here. It's purple with gold reflex, and you'll see why the gold comes in handy a little bit later, because we're going to add some more gold to our face. Tap it off a little bit. This is one of the more pigmented shades in the palette. I'm just going to put that all over our eyelid. Oh god, that's a lot. Okay. And make sure you put that on your eyelid and then just kind of blend it out. Alright, once you've put that on your lid, we're going to go back into Gossip and we're just going to blend that out a little bit more so we can get like a nice transition from the lid to the crease color. Look at me using all these technical words. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I can't even see right now. You should trust me anyways. So all the sparkle came out of the shade that I put on Faded, so we're going to take just a little bit and we're going to spray it with some setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. one. This is like strictly for my eyeshadows because if I put this on my face it makes me break out, but it works great for eyeshadows. So we're going to put that on our lid. And that's just going to really help keep the sparkle in there. Before I forget, don't forget to moisturize your lips because we are going to be using lipstick later. You don't have to, but it's good to have chapstick on anyways. Alright, so now we're going to take an even smaller blending brush. This is the A12 from Spectrum, also from the same kit. All of my brushes, let's just assume they're from the same kit because they are. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our palette. We're going to take this shade up here, this purple, Delirious. Just take a little bit, really light hand. We're going to put this on the very outer corner. We blend a little bit more because we want to deepen that just a little bit. Alright, so we're going to be done with that palette for now, but keep it out because we're still going to be using it in a couple minutes here. The lower lash line, I'm going to take the Galaxy Chic palette from BH Cosmetics. I've been wanting this for so long. Look at this. This is so beautiful. We're going to be taking the shade right here, Saturn, and putting it on a really tiny little brush like this. This is also from Spectrum. This is the A15. And just take a little bit, dip it in there. And we're going to be taking our setting spray again. Just spritz that. And putting this in the inner corner of our eyes. So we want to keep with that gold theme. Alright, so before we continue with the rest of our eyes, let's do some contouring. So I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. And these two brushes, this is like, I think it's supposed to be for blush, but I use it for under eyes. It's the CO3 from Spectrum. This is the Wet n Wild, I think it's a contour brush, it might be a foundation brush, but I use things wrong all the time, so it really doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. So I'm going to be using this banana shade in the middle for highlighting, and these two for contouring. Alright, next thing is blush, because I like to work my way up. I'm using the Hard Candy Ombre Blush and Sunburst. This is like the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Look at this. I love it. I'm just going to take my Spectrum A05 brush, swirl that in a little bit, tap it off. This is really pigmented, so you honestly don't need a lot. Just love when I end up kicking my camera. That's great. Okay. Swirl this onto the cheekbones. Don't worry if it's a little messy. We want a lot of pink on our face for this look because it's a pastel carnival, and I think pastel, I think pink. So we're gonna be putting a lot more pink than this, don't you worry. By the way, I apologize if the lighting sucks right now. I'm using natural light from the windows and it's kind of cloudy right now, so that kind of went away, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't own a ring light. So the next step, we're going to be taking the Moonchild Look Kit, or any other like unnatural shades you have. I'm going to be taking Pink Heart and Purple Horseshoe, and we're just going to be putting those on our cheekbones like how we would apply normal highlight. By the way, the brush I'm using for this is the Spectrum B05 brush from the Bombshell collection. I don't have a lot of brushes. I'm just going to take my finger and dip into Pink Heart a little bit here and put this on my brow bone. I think it's a lot easier to use your finger than it is to use a brush for this. It's a lot more precise. Alright, we're kind of jumping around a little bit here, that's okay. I'm going to go back into my Full Spectrum palette, and we're going to do the lower lash line now before I forget, because that's the thing I do. Okay, go back into the Gossip shade right here. We're going to be taking a flat under eye shader brush, it's the A13 from Spectrum. Just going to dip that in and run it along my entire lower lash line except for like where the gold is on the inner corner. You don't want it to mix with that. All along there. Alright, once you're done with that, we're going to take Sketch and put this a little bit closer to the outer corner here. Same thing, just run it along the lash line. We're going to take the tiniest little bit of Delirious here, same thing, just the very, very outer corner of the eye to kind of mesh with where we put the other eyeshadow. Alright, now I'm taking the NYX Faux Whites in Seashell. I'm just going to line my waterline. Now I'm going to go off camera and apply my winged liner because I can't do that in front of a camera. I'm far too blind to do that. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner, which I've been told is a dupe for the Kat Von D, and so far I do actually like it better. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. You can see I've done the winged liner, and the obvious next step, at least to me, it would be to do eyebrows. Sorry, that was my dog shaking in the background. So I'm going to take my little spoolie brush here. You can use any ones just from a random set on Amazon. Brush my eyebrows upwards. I don't really do a lot to my eyebrows, but I'm just going to be changing the color. So, and this is something that kind of grosses me out. No shade to anybody that does it, but I'm going to be using lipstick to change the color of my eyebrows, which I find a little bit gross, honestly, but like it's the best way, at least in my opinion, to get the color that you want. So I'm using Cupid from Lime Crime, and I'm just gonna take this and an angled brush, also from Spectrum, just a little tiny angled brush. I'm gonna get the applicator and cover it, and then put this back in so I don't get lipstick everywhere, and just kind of do my brows with the lipstick, I guess.
Without a thread, and I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low?
So we're gonna make it even more wild. Not only are we gonna have pink brows, we're gonna have pink glitter brows. So I'm using this Nyx Roll on Shimmer, which is really easy to apply because obviously, as the name says, you just roll it on. So I'm just gonna roll the glitter all over my eyebrow.
Still a little bit young.
Alright, yeah, now we got the AOA look going on here. Awesome. Got some glitter in our eyebrow. If you feel like your eyebrows don't quite have enough glitter, we can use more glitter, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the NYX Glitter Cream Palette. If I can get it open, there we go. I'm gonna be taking, oh my god, these are gonna fall. Hold on, technical difficulties, because I just suck at everything. So, we're gonna be taking this shade on the end here, because it's the most pastel out of all of them. I'm using the little brush that it came with, just this little, yeah, tiny brush thing. And I'm gonna put that in my eyebrows as well. Alright, so now we're going to get into the actual carnival part of that. So we're going to use these stickers I got at Walmart. We're just going to take one of them, and I'm going to use this one at the top right here. So let's see if I know how to get this out of the package. I apparently don't. There we go. Okay. Just peel it off, and we're going to put this right underneath one of our eyes. Kind of like right here, about. Just press it down gently. Gonna make sure it sticks to the face but isn't gonna take your makeup off. This is not sticking well. Okay. Once that's down as much as you want it, we're gonna take a cream blush and a little sponge, preferably one you don't care about that much. This is the Alice in Wonderland #1 Vita Jelly from Beyond. I love Alice in Wonderland so much. Okay, just take a little bit of your cream blush on the sponge, and we're going to blot it on top of our sticker. Make sure you're pressing and not dragging because you don't want it to go under the sticker. Oh my god, this is not safe. Alright, so once you're happy with the way that looks, you can peel the sticker off, which is good because it's falling off anyways in my case. So now what we're going to do is a step we have to be kind of careful with. We're going to take the blush that we use, and we're going to go back and set the pattern so it doesn't move. So I really want to go for like a glowy look because that's just sort of the festival thing this year, I guess. So I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Candlelight Glow in Rosy Glow and this brush by Flower. This is their blending brush, I think. It's a EO1. Yeah, I got this from Walmart. Very expensive little brush for Walmart. But anyways, I'm going to swirl that in there. And don't even tap it off because this stuff is like not pigmented at all. But it's got a nice glow. So we're going to go ahead and just press that on top of where we put the blush. If you have not already sprayed your face, now would be a good time to probably do that because we've been working for a while. In my case, I've been working for hours because I decided to take a break for grilled cheese after I did my face, and then my sister came home, so I talked to her for a little bit. Anyways, I digress. So we're going to be using setting spray. Mine is the Wet n Wild Photofocus. Just to spray that all over my face. Okay. Now we can move on. Alright, so this is the part that requires a little bit more artistry and precision, so unfortunately I'm not going to be super helpful in that part, but we're going to be drawing the carousel pole down from our eye to the unicorn or the horse or whatever sticker you put there. Heck, you could use a turtle sticker and I wouldn't care. So just make sure you're drawing a straight line. Oh, and I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cashmere, which is kind of like a champagne color, and it's the closest I had to gold, so that's what we're doing. Make sure you're making a straight line, that's like the only thing. Alright, once you're happy with the line on there, we're going to go back into our Galaxy Chic palette using the same gold shade that we used on our inner corner, this Saturn shade right here. I'm sorry, I can't see a thing. Okay, and we're going to press that on top of where we drew our line. And this will just set the cream eyeshadow so it doesn't move. Alright, now if you want to take it a step further, which I do, we're going to go back into our glitter palette. I'm taking the gold shade, same little brush thing, just cleaned it off in between colors. And we're going to go over the carousel pole with the gold. Alright, we're almost to the end now, so hang in there. We're going to take the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. I can't talk either, apparently. And we're just going to run that under our eyes and do kind of like a glitter tears look that everyone's been doing. But this isn't the only step we're doing. This is our base for glitter tears. So go ahead and make like a triangle under your eye or a circle or however you do glitter tears. Alright, here's the really fun part that I'm super excited for is this glitter I purchased on Amazon from Karizma. This is the Fairy Dust glitter. This is my favorite ever. And so we're going to put that under our eyes as well. I'm taking the LA Splash Lash Adhesive. It's just like really cheap lash glue. And I'm going to put that where I put the glitter tears before. Just spread that all around. Get all the glue on your face because that's totally safe, right? We're going to do one eye at a time so it doesn't dry up on us and we can't get glitter on there. Alright, home stretch guys, so let's spray our face one more time with the setting spray. Alright, and then I'm going to do mascara. I always do setting spray and then mascara so the mascara doesn't melt on my face, because even though I use waterproof, it still sometimes happens. Speaking of which, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof, because if you're going to a festival like I am, you're probably not going to want to have your mascara running down your face, so waterproof's the way. Oh, it's so tiny. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweet one. Rest in peace. Alright, and now for the absolute last step, I promise, we're gonna do our lips. I'm using Lime Crime's Prairie because it's my favorite pink lipstick in the world. And yeah, we're just gonna put that on and then we're done. So yeah guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I'm not very good at making videos. I tried all the time and I'm still getting used to it, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you try to recreate the look. And I will see you for another tutorial for EDC because I'm doing 3 different makeup looks. So, bye!